What's going on, everybody? My name is Aryan, back at it again with another video, and today we're going to be taking a look at what's on my iPhone. So I got this request in another video that I did, and shout out to you who asked that, and you know, I'm for the people, So you know I had to make this video. I thought it was a great idea, and without further ado, let's just jump into it. I have the iPhone 12 Pro Max in Pacific Blue, 256 gigabytes. I like the bigger size of the iPhone. I think it fits better in my hand. I like the screen for watching media, YouTube videos, Netflix, just doing big screen type of stuff. From a physical standpoint, like I said, I have nothing on my iPhone. I like rocking it naked. I know it's a little risky, but you know how we do. I have the Apple MagSafe wallet, and that's about it. Let's turn the screen recording on. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So this is my home screen, and first off, let's just get it right out the way. Yes, I have myself set as my own wallpaper on my home screen widget. I don't want to hear anything. I like it, and here's a quote for you. If you're not your own fan, no one else will be. Write that down, by Aryan Sharma. Anyways, so I have this widget that tells me the time, tells me the date, tells me the day of the week, and I have this picture of me, which kind of just like it. So I have that over here, and cool thing with this is that if I swipe down on it, I get the weather. Milton, best city in the world, you know how it is. We're living summer life right now, so I can see the weather for the week, and I don't have the app on my home screen because I could just glance at the weather right here. If I want to click it, it just takes me right into the weather app. Super convenient. So I just have that swipeable weather widget perfectly, and my main home screen is actually pretty boring. I have FaceTime, photos, notes, camera, pretty much nothing to talk about there. Notes is actually where I script all these YouTube videos and I put the links and everything. I have my own organization in notes. Below that, I have the App Store settings, which I have to update my phone. Yes, I use Google, and I have a Gmail account, so I use Google Maps because I just think it's more reliable than Apple Maps, and I use Gmail as my email app. Pretty self-explanatory over there. Most of the times I like keeping my emails like very low, inbox 0. As you can see right now, it's not the case, but it's still not outrageous like 2,000, 3,000 emails, you know? My dock, also very simple. Just phone, messages. If you message me and I didn't text you back to one of these 4 people, I'm sorry. I have Safari, and then I have Spotify, which is my music service of choice. And actually, this is a pro tip. I had Apple Music, and every time I would get in my car, Bluetooth would connect, and it would play the first song on my Apple Music library, which started with an A. A-Team by Travis Scott. Don't get me wrong, Travis is my guy, but I didn't want to hear that every single time I stepped in the car. So what I did was I just completely uninstalled Apple Music because I don't use it. Now every time I get in, it connects to Bluetooth. It doesn't start playing that song right away. If that's something that you feel that's annoying, just uninstall Apple Music and you're good to go. So now, instead of moving on to my second page, we're gonna move on to my widgets over here. Over here, I have another weather widget. Don't really know why I have that, but it's over there if I need to look at it. I have a widget showing my battery statuses for all my devices. So if my AirPods are connected, that'll show up here. My iPhone battery, and then my Apple Watch battery. You can just take a look at that, know how much charge I have when I need to charge other devices. Right below that, I have a widget with my reminders, and that's gonna come into play later on in this video. Beside that, I have my Spotify widget, which just takes me to my liked songs over here. And yes, I listen to Ariana Grande. Below that, I have my calendar. As you can see, no events today other than recording this video, so we good to go. Below that, news, and then I got maps, which I'm not gonna show because I don't wanna show my location. I have stocks, screen time, which basically is a reminder of how much I use my phone and how much I shouldn't be using it. Right below that, I have a calendar for Outlook, which is what my university uses. Got my Snapchat. If you want to add my Snapchat, there it is. Screenshot that, whatever you want to do. And below that, I got some banking information and some more Snapchat stuff. So now y'all saw the home page, you saw the widgets, let's move on. My second page is organized with the top right of apps being the main entertainment apps that I use, and the bottom left apps are honestly just a couple of blue apps that I thought looked good together. At the top, I have a widget by Widgetsmith, which is just a picture of a little quote that I really like: do what you love. I feel like gotta just strive to be great. Right below that, I have my calendar widget, And again, I don't have the calendar app on the phone itself, so just looking at the calendar, easy. Summertime right now, not much in the calendar, so that's always good. To the right of that, I have Netflix, YouTube, my two main video streaming services, obviously YouTube. Below that, I have Instagram, Snapchat, which I use the most out of social media. I'm not really big into Twitter, kind of actually deleted my account before, so my main two apps are Instagram, Snapchat. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's _Aryan.9. Run it up. The apps in the bottom left, like I said, are just blue and they just kind of are color coordinated. I have Amazon Prime Video, which is another streaming service, which I kind of use if something's not on Netflix. Honestly, I just use Twitter for seeing what my friends are retweeting because Twitter is funny. Twitter is actually funny. Below that, I have RBC Mobile, which is my mobile banking app. Nothing really to show over there. And then Outlook, which is, like I said, I go to Western University. Western uses the Microsoft suites for their school. So Outlook is where all my Western apps live, my emails, and if I want to communicate with profs, TAs, I use that app. Remember over here, I had my reminders. So on here, I have my to-do list as a widget, which I can easily glance at if I need to write something. I just click it and then add something to it real quick, and then it'll just show up right on my home screen. So it's always visible and I'm not really forgetting what I need to do on a daily basis. And then I have my reminders over here. So I kind of have the best of both worlds that I could look at. Moving on. This is my third page. I have quite a bit of pages. Again, Widgetsmith picture. I'm a big car guy, so you know I had to include the Porsche, red Porsche. One day, baby, one day. I tried to organize these a little bit by color, but it kind of didn't work out. So I have my green apps, which are WhatsApp. I honestly don't use WhatsApp. My grandparents use WhatsApp. They just text me random stuff on WhatsApp. And then my basketball team sometimes uses WhatsApp, but I don't really use it that much. Beside that is Team Synced. That's another sports app which my team uses to communicate. Our coach sends messages on Team Synced so that we can all look at it. He loads up our scouting reports. He loads up our film and everything so we can have a look over there. I gotta show y'all something actually. I got AirTags. I got AirTags. So I don't want to hear the hate anymore because I got AirTags. So I just used to find my iPhone or the AirTags. I got an Apple folder over here, which basically just contains just Apple apps that I don't really use or I don't really need to use on my home screen. So on that, clock, wallet, watch for the Apple Watch, contacts, the Apple Store if I want to buy anything, calculator, voice memos, compass, and the fitness, which also goes with the Apple Watch, measure, and that's actually cool because like if people don't believe my height, then I just whip out the measure app, and with the new iPhone 12, it has the LiDAR scan, so it tells people that I'm actually 6'6", because people don't sometimes believe me. Sometimes people think that I'm not actually that tall, but I'm actually that tall. Anyways, I got the Apple TV app, the Health app, Home, Shortcuts, Files, and iMovies. To be honest, I rarely ever go to the second page of these. The most ever used in this folder is either clock, which actually I don't have that many alarms. I know some people who have like literally 5 a.m., 5:01, 5:02, 5:10, 5:15. I'm not that guy. I have my alarm clock, which I use the most, and probably the calculator. Below that, I have MyFitnessPal, in which I track my calories for the day. So I got to eat about 3,900 calories per day, which makes me full like all the time, but it also makes me eat all the time. So I track my calories, my macros in that app. YouTube Studio, so I can manage this YouTube channel. I can see how my videos are doing. I can reply to the comments. This app it drives me crazy because I just keep wanting that subscribe number to go up. I keep wanting it to go up. So I check it like 50 times a day, way more than I should. So give me some peace of mind and click the subscribe button so I can see that happening on this app. Beside that, I have an app called Conduct. This is basically an app that my basketball team uses, and our strength and conditioning coaches load up the workouts on here that we have to do at home during the off season. So we can go in there on a daily basis, log in our workouts, look at how much weight we're using, the different workouts for a day, and we can all keep track of that. Lightroom, pretty self-explanatory, is where I edit my photos if I'm taking it on here. Or actually what I use Lightroom for a lot is I'll take it on my regular camera, the one that I'm filming this with. I'll edit it on the computer, and then sometimes I won't airdrop it right away to my phone. So if I ever need it, I have the Lightroom cloud service. So I just hop into Lightroom, I get the picture, and then I save it onto my phone if I don't have access to my computer. Now for the last page, this one is kind of just a mixture of just random apps that I just download. To start off, Google Docs. Like I said, I use Google services. So Google Docs is how I take notes and how I collaborate with other documents if I'm in a group project or something like that. Beside that is the Philips Hue app. I got some Philips Hue light bulbs in my house, not in this room right now, but in my bedroom I do. So I control the color and the temperature and turning them on and off and stuff with that app. Right beside that, I have the Coinmatic app, which is basically in my student living situation in London when I'm over there. We have the laundry room. This app connects to the laundry machines over there. So I put my clothes in, I click the app and it starts the laundry. And then when it's done, it gives me a notification saying it's done so I can go get my stuff. And then your payments and all that stuff is in that app. Super cool actually, but now I don't use it that much because I'm living at home for the summer. Beside that, I have Canva. And I have the Canva Pro membership actually. This is where I make YouTube thumbnails, Instagram stories, anything that I need to do about graphic design. I pretty much do it in Canva. Canva, if you're watching this, sponsor me. I know I'm a small YouTuber right now, but hey, hopefully we can grow soon. Below that, I just got a drone. And if you want to see some drone footage, check out my last video because I included just a little bit of drone footage in there. But I have the DJI Fly app for that. Put it on the controller, launch the app. You basically control the drone from this app. You can see your recordings, you can see all that good stuff. And my last app, which I'm currently actually using right now to monitor this video, is the Sony Imaging Edge app. It's a mouthful. Imaging Edge app. Imaging Edge. Say that fast. This is where I can remotely control my Sony camera and I can look at it and it's gonna be like a live view of the camera. Actually, maybe I could show you real quick. See that? That's me. So you could just see how the film is going. You could put your settings in here and all that stuff. And that being said, that's what's on my iPhone. I keep it pretty basic. I like this green wallpaper in the background because it gives me those tropical vibes during summer. And yes, like I said, I have myself as one of my wallpapers. Don't hate. If you're not your own fan, no one else will be. Remember that, write it down, use it. That's pretty much it for this video. If you liked what you saw here, consider subscribing. Hit that like button because it really does help me out and it helps the channel grow. My name is Aryan, and like always, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for the comments suggesting this video, and if you want to suggest another video that I want to do, like I said, I'm for the people and I'm going to try my best to make a video about that, so leave in the comments what you want to see from me next. Again, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.